guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over in Europe. And as you guys saw in the last video, World War I is breaking out. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So I did forget to add Benelux to the war, but I'm actually just going to play along with that, so like Benelux doesn't join the war right away. And as you can see, Benelux is in the square alliance, so they just didn't join the war. And Prussia's like, what the frick? But, you know, whatever. Benelux said they'll be joining the war shortly. There's just some issues with their country, which I don't even know. I'm just making that up kind of for now. But, yeah, let's just get straight into it. So Poland was not expecting this. They're shocked. Denmark, it was definitely not expecting this. Denmark is going to be neutral for now, but they're just going to chill. Who else is in the square? Okay, so the Czechia country is not also... Okay, so I got everybody in the war besides Benelux. And all the colonies. I got all the colonies too. So, we're going to see a big, massive offensive in Poland. Like, this is going to be huge. So, Prussia's going to start by occupying a lot of this Polish land. And Poland's trying to hang on to their coastline. And they are actually, even though this may sound stupid, they're sending their armies to their colonies, or some of it, because they know if they get cut off on their coastline and they for some reason or somehow get occupied and like their country gets fully taken over and they end up like losing their mainland, they're gonna have to fight in their colonies, so they're gonna have some sort of army there. So they're planning ahead. But we see a little bit of an offensive from the Baltic country, but Poland's able to kind of hold them off a little bit. Belarus is gonna also go right into Ukraine right away. We're actually going to see, surprisingly, we're going to see Finland push back the Baltic country. And Finland has had a rivalry with the Baltic country since pretty much they formed. So, yeah, I don't know why that's there, but don't mind that. But they pretty much had a rivalry since Finland's formed. So, but Finland, surprisingly, is pushing back. So we're going to see a small pushback from Finland, and they're going to get pretty close to this city up here, and the Baltic country is going to form a defensive line and just keep them there for now. In that process, Poland is not doing so good. So Poland is has lost this city here. Prussia has also taken that city, and they have started an offensive in the south. Belarus is making a spearhead kind of by now. They're going to go into here. And the Baltic country has also met up with Prussia at that front line. So this is not good. As you can see, the Germans are beating Poland hard, and they're getting close to the capital. And Poland is by now evacuating their. They've actually already evacuated the royal family. So there's a 4-wheeler pulling by. Don't mind that. Alright, anyway though, there's they get cut off at their coastline, and by now this port is barely hanging on. They're evacuating a good chunk of their army to Lithuania and Polish colonies up here. Lithuania, I forgot Lithuania's in the war, but yeah, so they're gonna evacuate up there and they're gonna form a plan. But their coastline gets taken over, and Poland is by now falling apart. We see an encirclement here, and we see just a lot of their territory. This 4-wheeler's so loud, bro. Sorry. We see a lot of their lands falling. Ukraine can't really send any of their armies because they're trying to deal with Belarus, and as you can see, Belarus is winning right now against Ukraine, and they have occupied a lot of territory. This country right here, Crimea. So this country's gonna land in Crimea somehow, but Ukraine was not expecting that. So they're gonna fully pretty much take over Crimea, and they're going to also come over here. So they're being blockaded. Ukraine's being blockaded here, so they can't receive supplies here. Not that there really are anyway, because if Poland's going to be supplying them, they're going to be supplying them straight to the country. But Poland is having a hard time themselves right now. So it's gonna, they're supplying them in a way, kind of. But Finland's doing pretty good actually without any really supplies at the moment. Prussia is nearing their capital, like, very badly. And Poland is not doing good. We see that the Baltic country has launched another offensive towards that city, which is also Prussian. And we see Belarus finally launching a massive offensive on Prussia, which actually allows Ukraine, Poland, which actually allows Ukraine to push back Belarus just a bit, because Belarus sent a good portion of their army that was in Ukraine to the front with Poland. So Ukraine's actually able to push back the Belarusians a bit, but not by too much. The Belarusians hold the front, so they're gonna chill for now. But we're gonna see Belarus has pretty much they're not doing good. So, Poland's not doing good. So as you can see, Poland's just falling apart, and this encirclement finally gets occupied. There's they fought hard. The capital city is almost encircled, but Poland holds it for now. And we see this area getting fully encircled here, with that city being taken. So the capital is encircled now, and it's double encircled. So, not double, but there's two encirclements here now instead of just one big one. So now the armies are separated. This one falls fairly quickly, but the capital holds out for quite a while actually, because Poland has a lot of their army there right now, trying to defend their capital. And by now, the Germans have pretty much just occupied all of Poland. Belarus, finally, now that they have pretty much finished their offensive in Poland, they shift their focus back to Ukraine. And this country down here, I don't really know what it's supposed to be, but they take the rest of the Crimean Peninsula, and they also take parts of that. So, yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. Poland, which we wouldn't think would fall because they're very powerful, has fallen. Ukraine is being oofed right now. This country here is nearing their capital already, but yeah, Poland's capital, bye-bye. And Poland's armies evacuate, like hard evacuate from. They actually just evacuate their own territory and flee to Ukraine, even though Ukraine's also being taken over. They're going to fight for Ukraine also, because they really don't see a point in staying in their own territory at the moment when they could just go right here. So we're actually going to see a bit of pushback. The Polish army has joined the Ukrainians, and they're going to push back there. And by now, Ukraine, though, is not... They're kind of cooked if Poland's not here. But Poland, you got to remember, they still have their colonies, so they're still living right now. And actually, remember how I said they put some armies up here? Well, the occupation of this German colony happens, and Germany is not in the Nordic area anymore. Their colony went bye-bye. And actually, Finland doesn't end up capturing this city because now supplies are being sent straight from here. And actually, Polish and Lithuanian soldiers are joining the Finnish front because, this front down here is getting oofed right now. They're not doing too good. But Belarus actually spearheads here with German troops and takes that city and gets to that river. There's a river right here, but I didn't draw the whole thing, but there's a river. But they get there. I don't really care about the geography in the map. Like, whenever I'm doing this kind of thing, I just kind of do it for fun. But this country has majorly taken over a lot of lands, and they actually do come to here. And we just see the downfall of the Triangle Alliance, that's the Triangle Alliance. And the Germans are dominating right now, and so is the Baltic and Belarusians. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So Ukraine is going to be split in two right here. So by now, Ukraine's going to try to hold their own in this area because that's where their main industry and capital. I mean, there's still a lot too here, but that's like where their capital is and stuff. So they're gonna pretty much. I mean, they're gonna try to defend here with the remaining armies, but they're gonna kind of. Yeah, they can't really get back over there, so they're kind of cooked right there. But they're gonna hold their own in their capital for now, and we're actually gonna see pretty much the rest of Poland being occupied, and yeah. So, but we do see this part remaining, and parts of Ukraine being pushed into and stuff. So, this part I'm just gonna color this giant portion. And Benelux finally decides to join the war on the side of Prussia, of course, because that's where they're aligned with. And Denmark by now is freaking out because they're gonna have to choose a side at some point. They're either gonna be like, all right, well, Prussia's gonna attack us probably because they're gonna try to get, instead of just just straight up naval landing, they're gonna try to attack Denmark to get to the colonies up here. So they're gonna have to, they're gonna have to get to that. So Denmark's gonna probably have to pick a side sooner rather than later. So they're either gonna have to join the Allies and start a front down here, or they're gonna have to join Prussia and start a front up here, in Sweden and Norway, or they're gonna have to join the Allies and start a front down here, or Prussia might just attack them and they'll join the Allies. But if Prussia attacks them, it'll be a surprise attack, so Denmark might not be prepared for that. But they are gonna increase their military a bit just to kind of prepare for it a bit because they know it's probably gonna happen sooner rather than later if they don't join the Allies. So we're gonna see a stalemate for now, but we're gonna see Prussia and Baltic country making some annexations. So Prussia is going to actually they're gonna come down here and annex that too, but they're gonna come down here and annex all of this. I'm not making an actual border because I don't feel like erasing it later on if Prussia does lose, so I'm just not going to make a border, but the areas that they're annexing are going to be colored like in dark red for the axis, or whatever you want to call it, the square lines. The axis doesn't exist, but you can see that Prussia has annexed a good portion here. The Baltic country is going to annex this area here, and I know it's all red, so you can't really tell who annexed what at this time, but it's fine. You could kind of get the gist of it, like they're annexing a lot of the border territories here. Actually, hold on, let me go back to that because Prussia doesn't annex that much actually. It's Belarus and Baltic that are annexing tons of land down here and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, not much of Poland actually got annexed. Their capital got annexed by Germany because Germany, captured that, so they annexed it for now. But it's mainly just a lot of occupation zones, but some didn't get annexed. So, Russia and their civil war is in a stalemate right now, in case you're wondering, and, Finland pushback from the Baltic country. Actually, why am I not making that red? I should have kept it red for that part. But they're going to get pushed back a little bit. But Finland's going to form some defensive lines and stuff because they're trying to keep this front open right here so they can fight, the triangle lines can fight through there. So that's what they're going to try to do. But we actually do see the Baltic country occupying this Lithuanian island here. And by now, Europe is under German control pretty much, and the triangle lines control, I should say. Ukraine is getting oofed at the moment. Rip Ukraine. Yeah. So there's all Polish territory has been occupied by either Germans, Baltic, whatever you want to say, because all their army is here right now. And we see the Ukrainian capital going bye-bye, leaving us forever. No, I'm just kidding. What if Ukraine comes back? What if the Triangle Alliance somehow wins? Who knows? But this is gonna go bye-bye I hate coloring this in because it's just a big chunk. It's very annoying. Bro, are you serious? It's fine. I'll just color it in, but you get the gist. It's fine. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. So Ukraine holds their own up here, somehow. They're still fighting. And Prussia by now wants to invade the colonies. But they have different plans, which I will state in part 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Please leave your suggestions down below. And yes, there will be a part 2 in this video, and maybe a part 3. But I'm just recording this on short notice, so it's like, you know, it's a short video. So, but yeah, this was World War I, part 1 from when civilization started over, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.